MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the Atlanta Braves and the San Francisco Giants. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports, but even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Johnny Cueto will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Johnny Cueto's an interesting guy, man. Has a funky delivery. We call it the shimmy or the shake. He turns his back kind of Louis Tion style, throws from a lot of different arm angles, but his stuff is good. 93 to 96 miles an hour, good changeup, and a good hard slider. The key with Johnny Cueto, keeping his pitch count down early on in the game.
Ronald Acuna is in to start things off here as he looks at a cold strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Duggar to slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Cueto, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Chopped on the ground over to first. Scooped up. Belt will take this one himself, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Now it'll be the Giants' turn. No score. Mike Foltynewicz gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last one to pick up a W in his last start when he got into the 7th inning. Let's see if he can make that 2 good, strong outings of 7+ innings back-to-back.
Standing in, Steven Duggar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Acuna giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to see Brandon Crawford. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
Brandon Crawford digging in next. Swing and a line drive, but unfortunately right at the shortstop for the second out. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the utility man Wilmer Flores. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Into the cove, but foul. The 0-1 pitch. Flores leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Acuna going back. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And that'll be shy of the arcade as it's off the brick wall. And he's in safely at third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
And the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded. The guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
That'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. But the Giants do get one in the inning on the run-scoring triple. Second inning coming up, and the Giants are off to an early 1-0 lead. Set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder Marcell Ozuna. Now here it comes. Lifted in the air to center field. Duggar's there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Flores is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
That is fifth. The center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Ender Inciarte will be the next to bat. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. He's got a 3-for-7 line. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. They trail this one 1-0.
Leading up for the Giants, the first baseman, Brandon Belt.
First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Inciarte's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Inciarte. To the track, to the wall, and it's gone. A solo shot for Evan Longoria. His third home run of this series as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead.
Big swing right there. Give himself a little bit of breathing room. Let his pitcher go to work. Now they're up 2.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that brings up Buster Posey. Here comes the first pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Ozuna is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Johnny Cueto.
And now the Giants pitcher, Johnny Cueto, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Coming to the plate now, Austin Riley. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
0-1 the count. Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Duggar is right there, 1 down.
Batting it, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
At the plate, Dansby Swanson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
And it's 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Crawford's got it. And that's the second out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 26.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz, digs into bat next. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Well-located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Popped him up. Belt has a play. And that's the third out. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Giants 2 and the Braves nothing. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Steven Duggar.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 35.
So coming to the plate, Brandon Crawford. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ozuna is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the second
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it. And that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Acuna digs in now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
Into the box now. Freddie Freeman comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And that's in there for strike 1.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The next 0-2. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Yastrzemski coming on, and a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Giants 2 and the Braves 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Mike Yastrzemski. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now back, left fielder, Alex Dickerson.
Now in the box, Alex Dickerson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Drilled right back up the middle. Albies brings it in. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon.
So 2 away for the Giants here in the 4th. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Hit sharply on the ground. Swanson picks it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Giants are down on 4 pitches as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The catcher.
Here it comes. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a pitch swung on and hit on the ground to Longoria at third. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Here's Ender Inciarte, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch down the first base line. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Ender Inciarte becomes the second out here in inning number 5. Into the box now, Austin Riley. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Braves are set down 1-2-3. They still trail it here, 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Evan Longoria. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Boy, this guy right here on that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise to the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started. And after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Standing in now, Johnny Cueto. Pitch popped up. Freeman is there, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 6.
So stepping in, Steven Duggar. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
Pulled toward right center field. Acuña's there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Giants leave one. They lead it 2-1. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Throw won't get him. Now batting, Ronald Acuna, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Pickoff move to second, and a dive, but he's back. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. That evens it up 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner back. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. From the belt, the pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and Longoria can't handle it.
Usually he's pretty solid with the glove at third, but I think this time he just rushes a little bit because he wanted to start the double play. So instead of 2 outs, they get none, and we'll see if the guy on the mound can bail them out.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Another one sent foul. And he struck him out. So a big out there, but this slim lead is still in jeopardy with only 1 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Step on the bag for 1, and he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Marcell Ozuna is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Braves will settle for just the 1 to the bottom of the 6th inning. And we are tied 2-2. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. One example he brought is the number of at-bats that have gotten to a full count today. That number being 0. He said that stat alone shows that they're making it way too easy on the opposing pitching to get easy outs, so he's hoping to see a little more fight out of his hitters the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading up for the Giants.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Brandon Crawford. High in the air out to center field. Inciarte's there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now back, second base.
Into the box, Wilmer Flores. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And that's in there for a strike. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now.
The right fielder.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Freeman's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Giants are down on 4 pitches. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. So digging in now, Travis d'Arnaud. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And another foul ball. Liner towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, the center fielder.
Striding in, Ender Inciarte. No hits to this point. And this is low, ball 1. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call. So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center. And
okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there. At the plate now, Austin Riley. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Last half of the 7th here, and into bat next it'll be Alex Dickerson.
The left fielder, Alex.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem, and what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
Lifted the other way out to left center. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And Belt is aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, Dero, with that stacked infield on the right side. They hit it through where the shift is. Have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
There's a line drive base hit to left field.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Here's Buster Posey now. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Ozuna to the track. And as Giants fans hear on television quite frequently, that ball is out of here. A 3-run home run off the bat of Buster Posey. His 3rd home run of this series. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Hey, this guy is great at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did on that pitch, getting out and around and driving it out pull side. Used to watch Mark Teixeira do this on a regular basis down in Arlington.
Digging in to try it again, Johnny Cueto. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Popped him up. Albies is under it, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 away now in the San Francisco 7th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Duggar. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field.
Chasing after it is Inciarte,
But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
This is one park in the league that sees a lot of triples because of the way it's designed, and he adds another one heading to third for the 3-bagger.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he sends it on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 6-2.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
To the plate now, Wilmer Flores. He swings and grounds it to short.
Swanson brings it in.
Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 6-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Hit high and deep, carrying towards the corner. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. On the ground to third. Longoria's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Digging in, Adam Duvall. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Hit hard towards the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Ready with the 0-2. High and deep to right center. Back goes Yastrzemski, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. Duvall rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Stepping in now, Ozzie Albies. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit hard down the line. Lifted down the line in left. Dickerson on his horse. And they can't run it down. swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. 1-1. Swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So the Braves do get a run on the RBI triple. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Giants 6 and the Braves 3. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski.
From the stretch. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
Ready for another chance? Alex Dickerson. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Strike taken up in the zone. 6 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Seared down the first baseline. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And this will score the run from second to make this a 7-3 game now.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that same situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Coming to the plate now, Evan Longoria. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. This one's down to third. Reined in. Over to Albies. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. He'll lead things off here in the 9th with his guys in danger of falling into a very difficult to escape 3-0 deficit. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down.
The catcher,
Sliding into the box, Travis d'Arnaud. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Flores is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
the center fielder, number 11.
Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Final strike for the Braves. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep, up into the arcade and out of here. A solo shot down the line in right. His first homer here in the series, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Nick Markakis will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Hard ground ball to third. Up with it is Longoria. Throw to first here is in time to record the final out, and the Giants will look to finish off the sweep in front of the home faithful tomorrow night. They go up 3-0 here in the series as this ball game is over.
Well, I got to be honest, I didn't think he had 9 innings in him, but he battled and he finished the game and he picked up the win along the way too.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Seven to 4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Giants take a commanding 3-0 lead here in the League Championship Series. Johnny Cueto gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.